Hello my YouTube friends, Ken Mercer here. Today I was taking the strings off of my guitar, my old ones, and putting on some new ones, and I thought before I did that I'd open up my pickguard and have a look inside, make sure everything's fine, just do a general maintenance check on it, on the electronics, and but mainly I wanted to clean up the tone and the volume pots that I haven't done for a little while, so just to avoid any scratchy sounds or noises when they're being operated during a gig or something. So I did a video recently, I'll put a link in the description for it, where I showed you how to clean one of these potentiometers using this electric contact cleaner. And this is a potentiometer from an old amplifier, but today I'm actually going to show you what's inside the guitar. This video is really for anyone that has never opened the pickguard on the guitar and wants to see what's inside. I'm just going to show you how simple and easy it is to do by yourself, and yeah, so let's get straight in there. I'll pan the camera down so you can see what's going on here on my workbench. Okay, so there. The first major problem you could come across is if you slip with the screwdriver. So you know, if you slip off one of these screws and just catch your screwdriver and make a scratch along the bodywork of your guitar, that's probably the biggest disaster that could happen during this procedure. If you're very unsure of what you're doing and you want to be extra safe, you can just, if you go down and do that screw there, just put a cloth all the way around it. I also like sometimes put my hand around the screwdriver like that, so I'm blocking it in, I'm keeping it in a certain zone, so if I do slip with it, it's not going anywhere to cause any damage. So if you want to do it like that, you can, and just start by taking out all of these screws and make sure you put them somewhere where you can locate them again, and just make sure you take out the ones on the outside, because you've got two on each side of the pickups and two over here on the switch, so you want to get the really small screws right around the edge. So I'm just going to go around and take them off one by one. We're nearly there. We've got about 5 left to go, I think. So it's a very, very quick thing to do. I would recommend doing this at least once a year, at least, I would say. I tend to do it a couple of times a year. I'm out gigging a lot, and I like to make sure that everything's in good working order, so I don't have any unexpected issues. Okay, this is the last screw that I'm taking out. Right, the next thing is lifting the plate up. So you just gently lift it up from the bridge end, because at the top it tends to tuck underneath on some guitars, maybe not on all of them, but there's a bit of a lip coming out over the neck here, and the plastic sort of slides underneath it. And so you just gently lift it. Sometimes you might have to raise your pickups to get it out. Yeah, in this case I'm going to have to do that. So what I'm going to do is I want to lift my pickups up, so I turn the screws next to the pickup that I want to raise clockwise, and the pickup starts to lift up now. Now let's see if that's going to come out. Sometimes they're a little bit stubborn. You've got to there we go, it just popped right out there. So now this is the second point where you could do some, well, not damages, not so much damage, but because it can be repaired, you could, you know, pull this too hard and one of your wires might just sort of snap off from its connector. So just make sure that when you pull it up, you don't yank it off. The only wires that are attached to the guitar itself are the two wires that go to your jack insert And there's one, this is your mass or your earth that goes to your guitar here, your ground shielding I think they call it. Anyway, we can see here the back of the pickups. Maybe I'll just lift the camera up a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, so we got the back of the pickups here, and they're all wired to the switch. This is a 5-way switch, and we've got our volume pot here and our 2 tone pots down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay a cloth down across the guitar itself, like so, and just lay that down. That way it doesn't scratch the bodywork of the guitar, and I've got everything there. I can work on it. So what I'm just going to do is make sure that all these wires, there's a lot of dust and dirt in here. I'm just making sure that all the connections on each of the potentiometers and on the switches, make sure they're all okay. Make sure the solder isn't cracked, or there's any obvious problem where the wires are coming off. Everything seems to be okay, so I'm just going to spray a little bit of this contact cleaner. This used to have a little straw, like a little plastic straw on the end of it, but I lost it, so it gets a little bit messier without it. I don't have as much precision with it, but I'll just do what we can with it. I'm going to turn my guitar on the side because the openings of 2 of my pots are here. Let me just bring that camera in a little bit more, and actually I'm going to bring the camera really close now, and you can probably see the openings here. That's where you've got to spray your cleaner, right there, so it goes inside the housing into the mechanics of the potentiometers. These things are hard to do and film at the same time. Okay, so now that I've exposed 2 of the openings, I'm just going to spray a little bit in here, a little bit in there. Okay, and I'm going to turn that upside down so I can expose the opening of my other potentiometer, and just put some spray in that one as well. And just make sure it doesn't go on the bodywork of the guitar. I don't think it would cause a problem, but just if there is any spillage of liquid, just make sure you just get it with a cloth. And now I'm going to lay the guitar back down again and put my cloth back underneath. There we go. And I'm just going to work these pots left and right like this. And this is starting to get really, really loose now. So it's doing a good job of cleaning it all up. And I'll do the same with the tone. There we go. You can feel the resistance of all the dirt that's built up. It's so easy to turn it now. I'll do the same with the other one. Okay. And lastly, I'm just going to drop a little bit inside here where the switches are. Where the switch is, rather. Okay. And just make sure you get up any remaining liquid that's there. It will all evaporate anyway. So you just work the switch back and forth just to clean it up. Okay, and that's pretty much it now. We just put it back together. So just give the guitar one little wipe. So I like it to be clean even underneath where you can't see. That way, you know, you can avoid getting dust in there. You can, if you want to, put a hoover in here. Just get a small hoover attachment and hoover out some of the dust. There's often quite a bit of sawdust and things in here from the wood, or there's even some kind of powder. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I think it came off the wires of the pickups. But anyway, I'm just going to put that back in. So the top end goes in first, and that slots in underneath the neck, and then the pickup just sits in nicely in its position. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the screws back in. Again, being careful not to slip with the screwdriver. And you don't want to over tighten these screws. Just bring them down until there's a little resistance, and then let it go. So if you get a screw that starts to just turn and get loose in the hole, then you're going to have to get some sort of wood filler or something and fix it, otherwise it might keep falling out, or you get some vibrations from your screws while you're playing it. So it's nice and simple to do this job. It's very, very easy. If you haven't done this before, hopefully you'll be able to do that now with confidence. Just remember, if it gets stuck, just to lift that pickup up. And I'm going to have to put the pickup back down again now. And I can show you how to do that in another video, how to set your pickup heights. Nearly there. I've got 4 more to go in. 3 actually, yeah. There we go, 1 more to go. Okay, so my pickguard is now back on, so I can just give my guitar one good wipe over, and it's ready now to put some new strings back on it, and get back making some more videos for you guys to watch. Alright, well that's how you do that little job there. I hope you found this video interesting. If there's anything you'd like to see in relation to this sort of guitar maintenance, just let me know in the comments. If you want to know how to set your pickups for the heights and things, I can do a sort of discussion video about that, or you know, anything about the fretboard or the guitar nut or the bridge. If you have any questions, just ask me, and I'll see if I can make a video about it. So, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I have a Facebook page, Ken Mercer Music. If you're a Facebook user, you can go and find me on there. And I'm also on Twitter and various other things. I've got a blog page on Blogger, and yeah, so you can find me there if you need to. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video.